All right, we're tidying up a bunch of loose ends on this 38 project. That being said, we're gonna start by making these upper shock hoops. I already put the Fox shocks in. These are Fox 2.0 smooth body Adventure Series shocks. So they're not like the highest quality racing shocks. They're meant for like JKs with like 4 inches of lift, but they have 30 inches extended travel. So with that being said, I'm gonna take advantage of those long extended travels for cheap prices. I'm gonna make some shock hoops that attach to this front rail. I'm probably gonna put some support in the front rail or into the firewall, into this A bar right here. I'll probably run some support going from bar to bar, just because if I'm gonna run the shocks into it, I want everything to be nice and square. So I'm gonna do that. For those shock hoops, I'm making bat wings. So it is a rat rod. It's a 1938 rat rod. There's a bunch of small things I wanna do to kind of pay homage to the rat rod look. And also they're fucking cool. So I'm gonna use 3/16 plate. Mark these up. I already cut out 3 of them. I'm gonna make structural support on the inside that kind of mimic the veins of the wing. Throw those on, finish those shock hooks, and then we're gonna move on to some side steps. Probably pretty hard to tell, but the bat hoops are in. I'm really happy with how they came out. It's really hard to see the welds. The welds turned out good. There's still a little bit of splatter on them. I tried knocking it off, brushing it off, and it stuck. So, well, once I get some dirt on it, no one's gonna know the difference. So, is what it is. But those are all welded on. Kind of hard to tell with the lighting change, but that's how it looks from the front. Get a little closer. Looks pretty dope. Adds to the rat rod look. I might remake them in the future. Like I said, they're prototypes right now, really. Maybe I'll have Jake plasma cut some out of sheet, but they look good. I'm happy with those, happy enough. So I'm gonna move on. All right, next up are these Nerf bars. Don't mind the flip-flops, is what it is. I have the Nerf bars welded in. I'm gonna weld, Nerf bars. I have them welded in. I'm going to weld the links right where they meet solid, and they're gonna come out a little bit, so they're gonna be a little bit of a step out like this, but the point is it's gonna be made out of chain. So I'm gonna get to welding those in. I just bought the new Harbor Freight Arc Safe helmet, you know, equivalent to the Digital Elite. Jake has the Miller Digital Elite, and it was really nice welding with it when we built the floors and the cage. It was really nice welding with it. So I had to splurge. I had a coupon, the Harbor Freight had a coupon for that one. It's 130 bucks, all the same specs, and I really haven't had a problem with Harbor Freight's professional level stuff. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna weld these Nerf bars up. I'll be back when it's done. Next little project is going to be these rear taillight sheet metal areas. So when we chop the back of this off, like I said, license plate's going to go here, and these need to be taillights. So what I did was bent and pressed. I'm working on this side right now. This side's done. Bent and pressed the fender into shape. You can see there's a little bend in it right here. It looks fine. I'm gonna cut a little more shape into this, a little bit more, but nothing crazy. I'm gonna leave all this rustic cuts right here because why not? It's 1938. I tacked everything in on the side, as you can see. Welded this in, bent it around the roll cage, welded it in. Doing the same thing over there right now. So that's how it looks once this is all. So this isn't going where, this is sturdy as can be. Once this side's welded in, I'm gonna make the sheet metal. I'm gonna make some cardboard cutouts, make the sheet metal for this right here, weld flat right here, and that's how that sheet metal is gonna work right there. All right, back up a little bit for y'all. Get a real appreciation for the rear of this 38 coupe. She's looking pretty. Sorry, hair's a mess. No hair, no barber shots are open. I don't even know what to do anymore. But I welded in these tailgate panels, solid as can be. One weld up the roll cage on this side. It's not that pretty. I know it's hard to weld. Welding's difficult, but it's on there. Welded up the body. There's some small gaps you can see. It's fine. You see daylight. It's all right. The rest of the body's just the same. I beat the roof in a little bit to get it to match. It's a rat rod. When it's painted, you're barely gonna be able to tell. Other side, we got the same thing going on. Welded up one side, welded down the seam going into the cage. This side is smooth, so there's a nice sharp line. Still some holes, that's all right. It's a rat rod. The rest of it has holes. Beat in the roof till it matched with a wrench. License plate's gonna go there. Got that done. I also put the boot and the shifter back in the SM465, and it shifts, which is good. I was a little scared about that. Transfer case shifter is all in. All 4 of them are there, so we're good on that route. So that's it for right now. I'm gonna be back. Next time I be back, I'll probably be done with like the steering video and maybe the door video and maybe all these other videos. Just cause like this is gonna be all stuck in together. I want it all to be documented, you know, but there's just like lull periods, especially right now when I'm waiting on parts. Thanks to the coronavirus, parts take forever to get here, which sucks because you have time to do them, but parts don't get here, so it is what it is. But I'll get back to this video whenever I get there. Like I said, I just want it all documented, so we'll see what project's next. Also, original paint color on this. Before it was all matte black. It was maybe a red, I think that's primer, but it was purple with gold candy in it. Fancy, fancy, fancy. So that's always fun. But all right, guys, I'm ranting. I'll be back. All right, y'all. It's been a minute. Extra stuff video. We're gonna button up one last thing before I post this video, just to get all these updates out, and that's gonna be these shifters. So, anyways, MP205, 4 gears, shifts 4 times, can move 4 different ways, straight vertical. It's gonna be an easy shifter to make. We're gonna take this grain core wrench. I have it left over. I know I'm sacrificing it, sacrilegious, but I have plenty of other ones. So, is what it is. We're gonna do box end up, chopper, make it go right there, weld it, grind it, make it look pretty, make it usable. For the SM465, we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna make a bend that swoops out, and then we're gonna use a 2-end box wrench to kind of make a circle. You'll see when I make it on the other side over there, and that's how that's gonna work. Turn the welder off. Shifters are made. Let's see if that'll focus for you guys. Looks like rat rod shifters to me, baby. We got 1 box end wrench, 1 1/8, another 1 5/8 for the top one. 4-wheel drive shifter, transmission shifter. They look pretty. They look as rat roddy as I want them to look, and I think that looks sick when I'm driving or when it's just parked. You see this parked right here, right? Here are all the gears, right? You see this parked, so that's first gear. Here's 3rd gear, 4th gear, reverse, low. So you see something parked like that, you walk by, you're like, damn, that's pretty sweet. So I dig that it's up so high. I really like that a lot. I'm gonna get in and feel the shifting position, make sure that's right. That way, before I get too ecstatic, I know what I'm getting myself into. Oh, it's money. It's money. Okay. All right, well, that's it, guys. There's the shift position. There's the final little touch for this video. Like I said, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna get into next, but it's always gonna be something fun, man. This 38 rat rod, really, really fun.